The Frog King, original story by the Brothers Grimm, but summarized with puppets. Not all puppets have an accurate representation of what they are portraying. Hope you enjoy. A king with a beautiful daughter lives in a castle near a forest. The youngest daughter, who is extraordinarily beautiful, likes to play and sit beside the spring in the forest. One day, the princess's favorite plaything, a golden ball, rolls into the spring. And the water is too deep for the princess, and she begins to cry over the lost toy. A frog sticks his head out of the water and asks the princess why she is crying. The princess tells the frog about the golden ball. The frog says to the princess that if she will promise to love him and let him be her companion, he will dive down and retrieve that ball for her. The princess promises, but she thinks to herself that the frog is so ugly that no one can love it. When the frog brings back the golden ball, she is overjoyed that she runs back home with the ball, completely forgetting about the frog. The next day at dinner time, the frog comes to the castle door and asks to be let in. The princess, terrified at the sight of the disgusting frog, slams the door. The king asks her what has scared her. She tells him about the frog and the promise she made. The king tells her that she must keep her promise, so the princess reluctantly opens the door. The frog follows the princess back to the dining room and asks to be put onto the table so he can eat off her plate. The princess, commanded by her father, unhappily shares the meal with the revolting creature. After the meal, the frog asks to be taken to the princess's room so he can sleep on her bed. She begins to cry, but her father scolds her and tells her that she must be nice to someone who helped her. Although she does not want to touch the frog, she does as she is told and takes it to her bedroom. When the frog asks her to lift him up into her bed, the princess becomes angry and throws him hard against the wall. As the frog falls to the ground, it turns into a handsome prince. A witch had cast a spell on him, and only a princess could release him. The king gives them his blessing, and the prince marries the princess. The happy couple travel to the young king's kingdom, accompanied by his faithful servant, Henry. Henry had been so grieved by the transformation of his master that he had 3 iron bands placed around his chest to prevent his heart from bursting. As they travel in a magnificent carriage, Henry's iron bands crack and fall off because his heart is now filled with joy at his master's return. Thanks for watching this video for my school project. Now, none of the words that I said were my own. The summary was made by the people at the Literature Wiki on fandom.com, and it captures the whole story perfectly. Only a small percentage of people and my viewers are actually subscribed, so if you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe later. And that is out of the way. I can finally say that this only took 1 page, and after this, it literally covered me in glitter.